What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? Hope you are 20, aka The Zone or just Zone. But today we're doing a lyrical breakdown of Tom Macdonald Fake Woke. So with lyrical breakdowns, here's what I do. It's not really reaction because I heard the song before. So I break down bar by bar, try to understand the meaning, like what he's saying, really, and try to put it into my own words to a point, or just like really try to understand like if this is what he meant, if the same thing as I meant, stuff like that. So lyrical breakdown, here it goes. Tom Macdonald, Fake Woke.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers.
So what he's saying there, he's saying I'm controversial, but you got Cardi B talking about her wet ass and like being sexualizing herself and being a stripper before, and somehow that's not controversial. Let that go in the air. But for me, saying the truth about everything, you guys don't put me anywhere. But I'm not gonna do bar by bar, so let me stop doing that.
Pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more.
If you talk about drugs, you're gonna be on top of the list. Because look at a lot of these moment rappers out here, they would talk about drugs, getting bitches and all that, and nothing. But he's talking about race, and people wanted him dead or stuff like that, because he's talking about stuff that the industry won't talk about.
But if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public.
So the Eminem line, Eminem, back then, he was talking so much shit, saying different things, like about his mom, about gay people, about other people, and saying he's gonna kill or some stuff like that, and like just make fun of the person. But now I know he apologized for this. I know they understand. But before, like a couple years ago, he's like, "Oh, you guys want to vote for Trump? Let me put the line in the sand. Let me put the line on the ground and saying fuck you to you, whoever voted for Trump. Don't listen to my music anymore." And then after he lost fucking money out of nowhere because of that, then he want to apologize. Nah, you're losing money, now you want to apologize for shit. Got it. But you want to say fuck you to Trump supporters because they don't see the same political view as you do. But yeah.
You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. That's true.
Oh, about that part. He's like, dog, you're in the most freest country in the world. Everybody would die to get in here, which they are. But yet, you want to complain? Talk about how it's the worst country in the world? How it's a horrible country? But yet, if you do that to any other country, especially like the Middle East, especially in parts of Africa, in Asia, mostly China really, and North Korea, they will kill you, put you in jail for speaking out against the country, speaking out against the government. Here, they don't do it until you attack them physically or have a threat to their life.
We were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never free.
So, everything we do somehow is homophobic, transphobic, racist, sexist, and all that. Homophobia or homophobic is it's against the person. against the person, the people. So you can say, I can say this, and this is honest truth. I don't like the actions of what they do, but that doesn't make me homophobic. Because I'm not saying about the person, I'm saying about the actions. What actions? The gay actions. I'm not into that. I don't support it. But here's the thing. I think I said this before in one of my other videos. If it came down to it, fighting for the rights, I'm gonna have your back for fighting for your rights. If it ever came down to it. That's really it. And everything be labeled racist. Oh, white piece of paper, racist. I got white headphones, I'm racist. Like, stupid shit like that. But let's continue on. This part I don't get.
Slaves, they realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free cause we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
So everything else he said from the beginning of that part to now, from the beginning, it really didn't make sense. He's like, he didn't need the slaves because gave us phones. But that doesn't make sense because slavery ended way before even the very first telephone was invented, before radio, TV was invented. So I don't understand where he was getting there. If you guys do, just comment below because I may not understand it, but you guys probably would. But where everything else it says correct, he's like, let's go back a little bit.
They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free cause we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
Which is true. The big elite people, the people who control everything apparently, I believe it to a point, not about everything, but to a point. The media eats out of their hands. They give everything to the media and make sure we're fighting each other. That's really it.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old, same zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home, has a daughter.
I hate these people screaming facts, but they're fake woke. But a lot of times it's not even facts, especially on the left side. There's people on the right side who don't have facts too, but it's just fake. And there is people complaining about a guy wearing his mask. Wait, what is it? Let's go back for a second.
But they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home, has a daughter.
No, I don't care if you wear a mask. Why the fuck are you masks don't work anyway. Been proven many times, especially against this virus, that it's so small it goes through any mask, which has been proven. And masks are supposed to be bacteria, blood, spit. It's supposed to cover that, not a virus that's smaller than that. But I don't get upset. Not really upset. I'm like, dog, why are you wearing that inside your car alone? Nobody around. You're not Uber. You're not Lyft. Even then, why would you still wear it when you're alone? I don't care if anybody stays home because of the virus. I don't really care.
But his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase.
So he's saying, guys, why the fuck, when you have a daughter, you gonna listen to this music about bitches, rappers, smacking bitches, having sex and all that, but yeah, have a daughter in the car with you while doing it. You're teaching her something that should not be taught because it shouldn't exist. Like, not shouldn't exist, but like, she gonna grow up and thinking that's alright to do. Or she gonna think, oh, this is normal for me if a guy does this.
Artist said he slays hoes, picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same.
Let's go to that first part.
Cause they choose what they erase. There's the artist said he slays hoes, picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference.
Yeah, it's true. Censorship is an issue. Because they do choose, like, if you can be able to say this. If not, like, people who censor everybody because they're scared of the truth. That's really it.
Between hate speech and speech that you hate, I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same.
Yeah, people don't understand the difference from speech that you hate and actual hate speech. I don't know what hate speech is. What's really the definition of hate speech? Because it seems like hate speech came from people who hate what you're saying. Like, what could be considered hate speech without you hating what they're actually saying? What is the difference between that, really? For the Black Lives Matter, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with the Black Lives Matter. I agree with all lives matter. And some people might not agree with all lives matter. Who doesn't agree with both? They'd say no lives matter. But I agree with all lives matter. Even the good, even the bad ones, because we don't know what's good, what's bad. In our eyes, something's different. In other people's eyes, the bad could be good. In our eyes, the good could be bad. No, the bad could be, how am I say this? In our eyes, we can see good, but in anybody else's eyes, that could be bad. That's what I meant. But yeah, the Black Lives Matter is one of the worst things to ever happen in the United States. Over $1 billion in debt, over $1 billion destroyed. No Black Lives Matter, no black people ever saw it except for the people who made it and got rich off of it. It's crazy because you're saying one race matters over everything else, but yet you hate when it comes to white people. That's why it's so stupid. Because everybody's getting screwed the same. You might think it because of what the media's feeding to you. You're eating up like crazy. We don't believe it. Because you want to complain about white people all the time. You want to say white people got privilege, but yet you're saying one of the most racist shit ever. Well, that is racist too, but you're putting your own race above others. That is racism. That is racist. Let's see in the video.
I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, people don't understand. It didn't last about a day, it lasted for a couple of years. War happened between the Native Americans and the Pilgrims. War happened, people like stolen land. No, it's not stolen land. Here's why it's not stolen land. If you purchase it, it's not stolen. If you did treaties, it's not stolen. If you won it from wars, it's not stolen. And plus, people love to say it's stolen land, but Native Americans stole from each other and killed each other. Pretty much it. But I don't want to sit down on Thanksgiving and people are like, wow, you're celebrating the genocide. First of all, it wasn't genocide, because genocide means you have to kill every single one of them, and there's still a lot of them. There's still some here, not from that time, but like in general. But yeah, it was attempted genocide. That's really it. But I don't want to sit down on Thanksgiving Day and somebody saying, man, you just love this because you're white and your ancestors did this and you're just celebrating it. No. Thanksgiving happens in a lot of these countries. Different dates though, for different things. From different history. but Thanksgiving is a common holiday for a lot of countries.
Riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure.
Libtards, liberals, bigots, Republicans, which is crazy. It's just a divide. Like, I'm a Republican, but I'm more of like what's for this country, and it's not even the Democrats. Like, I'm not ever for Democrats. Maybe I was when I was a kid when I didn't know shit, but like, yeah, like I'm whoever's for this country. And knowing history, knowing their history, if you're not for it from before, why the fuck are you for now? No, I'm not. I don't care if like, oh, this is what policy says. Your history says something else. You've been in office for so many fucking years, but yet you want us to believe that you're for us now. But just like 4 or 5 years ago, you weren't. Nah, get out of here. And that's not even an attack on just Joe Biden. That's on anybody in that Congress house. In the Congress, the Senate, whatever you want to say. But yeah, constitutionists. So basically, I go off of what the amendments say. I'm for that. Whoever wants to protect that, I'm for that person. You want to get rid of it? Nah, I'm not for you.
Underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first.
It's true. You're gonna call the cops, but you're also gonna try to get your food. Let's see what comes first. Most likely it's gonna be the police. Police 10 to 15 minutes. Food 35 to hour and 15. The police are is so underfunded. Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. And people think they're overfunded. No, they're not. That's why they don't have the proper training. That's how it works. You need to fund more to get better training. And the ones who actually fund the most don't really have training. They spend on dumb shit. Look at New York. They really have their own fucking army. Basically. They got fucking military ride, like not military rides. They basically like fucking vehicles that are bulletproof. Yes, they're SWAT team, but like a lot of stuff that New York has, a lot of stuff these big cities have. They're so funded, but they don't have the training. Here's the thing: get these funds, put it to better parts of the police department, not just weapons and vehicles and all that. Go for training. That's what it is.
Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. See what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves.
It's true, segregation is here. And you know what's worse? For a while, it was quiet. You hear a little bit of it, but it's back now. And this time it wasn't by force. It's by choice. Because you got black-owned businesses, you got black businesses, you got black people who will say no white people in my business, only blacks. Or there's black people who want to be separated from the whites for graduation, have their own graduation. Like, yes, you got segregation coming back much more than ever, but it's not from force. It's about choice. It's from choice. So that's how crazy it is. That's why I think segregation now is worse. And he's right. They're going to put us in different categories to fight against each other, so they can stay winning.
Buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake, whoa, same old, safe zones. They so fake, whoa, facts don't care about your feelings. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians
using violence to try to get peace and try to see if it works, and it doesn't. Even like Martin Luther King said. I'm going to paraphrase this. I'm going to try to do a similar idea of what Martin Luther King said. Basically, you fight fire, it's going to get more fire. Like, if you're going to fight violence with violence, there's no solving that. It's going to be more violence. So you got to fight violence with something else that will put it out. And you fight fire with water to put that out. And sleeping with the football team, try to be a virgin. Yeah, at least 4 dudes will hit that if you're sleeping over or having a sleepover. Even though he means sleep as in sex, let's just go actual meaning of sleep. If she's sleeping over at a football team with a bunch, like at somebody's house, and there's a bunch of dudes from the football team, at least 3 or 4 is going to hit. Minimum.
Are for sale and someone always try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness.
Oh yeah. There's people who pay out for it's like, hey, I'm gonna pay you this much money. No. It's more like hey, we're gonna pay for this guy to win. Give him all our votes. Even though the country would be like, oh, I want this other guy to win. But we saw it. We saw it on January 6th, where everybody said they're gonna go against a lot of states with Joe Biden. That little riot happened, like, oh no. Now we're not gonna do it. Now we're gonna take it back. Yeah.
Try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy. Say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to
You try to censor stuff from the internet to make sure it's not true. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of people who see the first page of of Google and or see certain things in articles like, oh, I told you that's true. Like, no, that's not true. Here's a bunch of websites. Here's a bunch of articles and here's a bunch of things that in that article you didn't read. You just saw certain parts. Nah, we're not going to certain places so you could be dumb and think you're smart for one little thing. No, that's not gonna happen.
Into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right.
Yeah, feminists now just fucking hate guys. They really fucking hate guys so much. Everything a guy do, oh my goodness, you're so sexist. I don't know what the other one do. One with the misogynist. That's what it was. Like, bruh, I just literally asked you. It's like, man, you're so sexist. Like, bro, I just asked you what's your order at McDonald's. That's really it. How the fuck am I sexist? Like, it's the most dumbest things ever. You know they want to try to cancel Father's Day? Father's Day, that's not even the top like 15 holidays. You got a lot of stuff higher than Father's Day. They're trying to cancel this thing for the single mothers and the same sex. The fuck? Single mothers, no matter what, you get Mother's Day. You don't get Father's Day. You don't get both. You don't get both. You pick one. You only get Mother's Day because you're a mother. You're not a father. There's a difference. I understand you could try to be a father as a single mother, but you still don't get Mother's Day. You don't get Father's Day. You only get Mother's Day. And for the same sex, fuck you. Not fuck you as like, fuck that. Like, fuck you. As in like, nah, we're not going to cancel Father's Day for same sex. Even though it could be it could be two males. Did you never, whoever said same sex should be in there and we should cancel Father's Day, you're stupid, because if you say same sex, are you including the guys? If you do, that's your logic of canceling Father's Day is out the window. Feminists just want to complain to complain. But yeah, let's stop there. We know the rest is fake. The lyrical breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed that, actually. Tom Macdonald, one of the greatest artists. I know it's been going on for like 30 minutes. Who cares? It's like, lyrical breakdowns is supposed to go on for a long time. Tom Macdonald is one of the best rappers out here that a lot of people underestimate, or even don't underestimate. He's such a great rapper that a lot of people hate him because he says the truth. I love him. Like, I love him, like, because he says so much shit and talks about it. Not saying much shit like as like shit. He says so much shit as like real. And Hog Nation all the way. Like, I got a t-shirt coming in that I ordered from Tom Macdonald's website, and it's amazing. I can't wait to wear it for every single Tom Macdonald video I do. I'm gonna wear that. But yeah, Tom Macdonald is fucking amazing. If you're watching this, I hope you enjoy it if you're actually watching this. So this is, like I said, lyrical breakdown. This is where I break down different bars. It takes long, maybe up to like 30 minutes or more. Probably sometimes takes about like 20 minutes. Depends on the song and depends how deep I'm trying to get into it. Like today was somewhat, not really. But hope you guys enjoyed the lyrical breakdown. If you've typed in a reaction that I've seen that's a song or a rap, it's gonna be my lyrical breakdown. So yeah, pretty much it. I'm gonna react to different things, and I wish I could react to E3, but like I'll be watching live streams. So I'm like, and the Nintendo Direct is gonna be when I'm at work, so I'm like, I can't react to that. I'll probably watch it when I'm at work, but if the State of Play for PlayStation comes out, I'm not sure how I'm gonna react to it because I have my iPad. I do for my phone right here, so I'm not sure how you'll see the screen. But yeah, that's really it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, subscribe for more reactions, more videos. I don't just do reactions or just do lyrical breakdowns. I do much more than that. I'm trying to do more photography video for it. I just enjoyed that lyrical breakdown. Subscribe for more. Ring that bell, like it, and comment what you want to see me react to next. Okay? So I'm Cobra20, aka The Zone or Just Zone. YouTube, I'm out. Love ya.